So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a mid-drop fade with the bun on top, and we're also going to touch his beard. But to start off this haircut, we're going to establish our bald line with our trimmer. So as you can see, I started by sloping it around the ear on the side and then going to the back. And the reason I went straight to the back and not, from the side all the way through is because in a drop fade, you want to make sure that it drops to an even point. So when you establish that back line, it makes it a lot easier to make sure that bald line is symmetrical. But now we're going to flip that trimmer around and bald him out, going right up to the line we created with the trimmer. And yes, my trimmers are zero gap, so it eats right through the hair. We don't waste any time when it comes to this step of the fade. Now to follow this right up, we're going to come in with our Andis foil shaver, and what this is going to do is get it nice and close to the skin, and it's going to allow this haircut to last a day or two longer as opposed to just using our trimmer, which leaves slight stubble. But we're going to use this right in the area we balded them out. And now for the next step, we're going to go lever all the way open on our clipper, and for this we're going up about a finger's width here, and we're going to maintain that same shape that drops towards the back. And you'll see me make the guideline in the back just slightly wider, and that's because we have a lot more surface area to work with back here. And now to start getting rid of that line in the middle, I'm going to close that lever all the way, and we're going to inch up at that line just a little bit. And as we move up within this guideline, you'll see me open that lever. So I opened it a little more. Now I opened it even slightly more until we get this line nice and blended out. Now we're going to follow that step up with our one guard lever open, and again we're going up about a finger's width here, still maintaining that drop shape. And you'll notice that I set in all my guidelines with the lever open, and that's because it makes it a lot easier to get rid of these lines. And then I'll blend out those lines closed. So I'm still lever open on my one guard here. Now we're going to close it all the way, and we're going to try to get rid of this line in between, but it's not going to get rid of it fully. What it's going to do is lighten it up for a half guard, which we're going to come in with right here. And this should fully get rid of that line. So I'm starting off open with this half guard, and then you'll see me gradually close that lever as needed. And we're really using the corner of the blade on this haircut because it does have that drop effect, and we want to make sure that we maintain that and don't take it up too high. So we're working at that line, attacking it closed, then open, closed, then open, seeing what works and what doesn't. And that brings us to our next step, which is the two guard lever open. And we're just going to go up a little higher here. And we're just coming off the shape of his head. Now, what a lot of people do when it comes to undercuts like this is they like to shave a 1.5 all the way up to the part line. But especially with this hair texture, I want to keep the top of the fade a lot darker because I feel like it complements the haircut a lot better, I mean. So the biggest guard that we are going to take the sides down to is that 4 guard. Now to get rid of this line here, I'm going to come in 1.5 lever open, and you'll see me gradually close it as needed. And you can really see this blend start to come together. We are going to do some detail work here in a few moments. So we went back to our one guard here closed, and we're attacking any dark areas or spots that we couldn't quite get out the first time. So I went and opened that lever, and you'll see I'm using the corner of the blade here. Now for this step, I took my guard off, and I'm lever all the way open, and I'm really utilizing the corner of the blade here, and kind of slicing at it, right? And what this allows you to do is get into those areas where you used a 1.5 or 2 guard, and it allows you to go in there with that lever all the way open if you use the corner of the blade and get those dark spots out. So I'm really trying to detail that front area where it kind of curves into his arch, because I see some dark lines there. And now we're going to blend into his beard. And for his beard, it's super easy. It's just a reverse taper. So I actually went in closed and then opened it a little bit. And now we're going to come in with our 1 guard. And that pretty much blended his beard in. Now we're going to do some thinning shear over comb to blend into that weight along his hairline area. And kind of soften up this blend. Still detailing with the corner of that blade, attacking any dark spots that we see. And it's surprising how much more detailed and better looking you can make him fade just by spending, 5 more minutes on it. So now we're gonna go to the next step and still do the same exact steps that we did on the other side. So we're starting off lever all the way open, and we're going up about a finger's width here. Now for that line in between, we're going to close that lever, and we're going to inch up a little bit and then gradually open the lever as we move up. Still continuing to work at it, because majority of the time you're not going to get a line blended out, the first time through. So you always need to go back and kind of work at it a little more to get that finished, look out of it. And you'll see right here, I'm kind of pulling up on his skin. I'm pulling up really his bun in this scenario, but I'm pulling up his skin. Now what stretching the skin does is allows you to get into those areas that are a lot harder as if you didn't pull the skin, and really stretch out that blend. So now this is going to be our 1 guard lever open, and we're just working, going up a little more. But I know you guys see, man, I'm super close to 100K, so I really appreciate everyone who's been supporting and showing love on my videos. I truly cannot be in the position that I am without you guys. But like I said in the last video, when we hit 100K, I do have a giveaway planned. So the faster we get there, the sooner we could do it, and that lucky person can get blessed with this during this giveaway. So be on the lookout for that, man. I'm gonna keep grinding, I'm gonna keep posting, but keep supporting, keep showing the love, man. I really appreciate it. Right here, I'm just working with the 1/2 guard. And now we're going to move on to our 2 guard lever all the way open. And we're going to go above that 1 guard open. And you'll see how I'm not really making this line super harsh. I'm kind of leaving that weight at the top because I want to come in with the 4 guard and leave that as dark as possible. So I'm flaring out drastically towards the top. And now to get rid of this line, I'm going to come in with our 1.5 guard lever open, and then we'll gradually close that. And in this case, I am going to have to come back with our 1 guard open, because as you can see, this 1.5 did not get rid of that line all the way. So that's what I'm doing right here. And now we're just attacking that dark area that I see. And now right here, I believe this is our foreguard closed. And we're kind of pushing the hair hanging over that part line back so we don't cut into it. And I want to make sure that the actual teeth of the blade are cutting the hair, right? Because what a lot of people do is they stop at the top of the guard and they don't go all the way through the hair, and therefore you're not cutting anything, right? Because what really does the cutting is the blade of the clipper. So you want to go up as far as you need to. And now we're just doing that reverse taper into the beard. And you can really see how that blend has come together very nicely. And now I went back to my foreguard here, and I want to lower his hairline because as you can see, he has a sectioned off, which I actually like this look. I know a lot of people don't, but it allows you to preserve your hairline while at the same time having length on top. So I'm combing down the hair and taking it down to a number of 4. And now we're gonna start in the middle and take it towards his left side. And I want to make sure that I'm keeping it as natural as possible, but at the same time, you know, making it symmetrical as well. And before you guys come for me in the comments, all those hairs that are coming off are bangs, right? Any hairs hanging over the natural hairline, those are bangs. So you want to make sure you cut those off to give them a hairline that lasts as long as possible, right? And now we're gonna line up his arch. So for his arch, I'm starting at the bottom, and that's because I want to make sure that I don't dig into it too much. And now we're gonna go to the top and connect those 2 points in the middle. And this is gonna allow me to get that nice round shape on his arch area without, you know, being too cosmetic with it. And you can really see how the lineup frames everything and brings it together. And it'll show you any areas that you might need to go back in detail. And now we're gonna go to the other side and start in the middle and move towards his right. So as you can see, before I just went straight into the corner, I went to his box area first. And now we're gonna finish going into the corner so we don't risk pushing into it too much. Now we're gonna start at the bottom of his arch, go to the top and connect it in the middle. And you also want to make sure that you're continually brushing and combing through the hair as you line it up, so that way you get any hairs hanging over. And now we are gonna enhance this haircut with our airbrush. This is a Kiss Express and alcohol mix, and we're gonna use our card here to apply it. You want to apply it, pull it back, and then apply more if needed, but you don't want to spray it on for too long and then you pull the card off and see that it's super dark, right? You want to keep it as natural looking as you can. Now we're gonna go ahead and line up his mustache and facial hair area. Now we're gonna go to the back of his beard, and you want to keep this as wide as possible. You don't want to dig into it a lot because then it looks weird right from the side and it grows back very ugly. And now for the top of the beard, you want to start at the bottom, and then you'll see I'll go to the top and connect those 2 points in the middle, kind of the same as I did with the arch. And then it's gonna allow me to get that nice round shape on the beard without, you know, taking it down to a chin strap. Now we wiped away that initial ash line and we're relining it here. And that's how you do a nice clean beard line. And now we went ahead and reclined him all the way back, and we're gonna do some razor work to his hairline. So you want to make sure that you're stretching the skin in the opposite direction of which you are using the razor. And what this is going to do is prevent you from causing any nicks, irritation, right? Because we don't want any of that. And now we are going to add some enhancement to his beard as well. So for this, I'm using level 3 color, and I have it on a paintbrush, and I'm just putting it on the line and working it down. Now I'm gonna have him blow a bubble and reline it. Now this is the before and this is the after. Alright, I think it came out dope. Let me know in the comments if you think it did as well. But like always, fam, I thank you for watching this video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and like always, I will catch you guys next time.